All twerk and no play makes me a thick boy.
Welcome to Jack and Geek.
I'm Crip.
And I'm the Crypt Keeper. And tonight
Book Club, bitches.
Finally Book Club.
But Spooky edition.
Yeah. It is the beginning of Spooktober. We have a few things planned, but we finally got to Book Club after all this time.
No one asked for this. It was just me being a dick.
But we needed to do Book Club. So, what did we do for Book Club?
We did the motherfucking Shining.
That's exactly what the title of the book is.
Or as Puffy would call it, the Shinning.
One time, my God.
The Shinning.
So yeah, we've been needing to do Book Club for a while, but we decided that I would finally get the book done, so we could do it. Oh my
God, he's taking responsibility for
so
something.
we could do it during Spooktober.
I finished that bitch like 2 days prior.
I finished that book a week prior, but
I couldn't listen to it till you were done.
And nobody's talking about that.
I listened to part of the book and read the book in 2 days.
I literally had 20 chapters a day on my grind,
dude.
That shit was crazy.
I listened to it while I was doing things at work.
Well, I have been doing a lot of stuff, so I needed to be able to listen to it, but I couldn't listen to it while y'all were listening to it.
Me just vibing, y'all going back and forth for the dick measuring contest. Who did
No.
more.
I'm just saying, I was going to give a thank you, Granny, for buying it for me on Kindle, so I could listen to it on Kindle.
Listen to this because you told her not to.
She doesn't, but I wanted to thank her anyway.
We can just say, hey, in the first few minutes you got a shout out. After that, leave. Because I'm going to be honest, Stephen King's a little messed up.
Okay, Granny, you can stop listening here. But first, let's take a shot.
So mean.
I'm so passive tonight.
Whoo.
Oh no.
Woo.
You know it's bad when he goes woo.
Ooh.
He don't even say woo. He hits you with the extra H.
It wasn't bad. It's not bad. It hit you with that. You know that alcohol coldness.
Yeah.
Okay, that hit so hard.
Yeah, but it tastes so good.
So
it was
guys,
good.
I've already started drinking.
Oh, we've been drinking for about an hour.
We went out to dinner. I got a margarita.
We're still drinking it.
Crypt Keeper told me that I couldn't drink it all. He said bet. He won. But I'm drinking it still.
So technically he hasn't.
Ah, true.
So
But
I mean take it right there.
Restaurant.
But hey, it's okay. Just drink all you can.
Their margaritas are bigger than their salsa bowls. So
she asked for a medium.
No,
when I ask for a medium at another place, I don't get enough drink.
No, when she said large, and then she said medium, she said a small was 16 ounces.
Yeah, we should have got small.
I think this was 12 or 12, like 20.
Yeah, like 20 ounces.
Oh my goodness.
In honor of Stephen King's The Shining.
Guys, brace yourself. We're not just drinking Jack and Coke again tonight.
Nope, we decided to get fancy again and do something stupid. And utterly stupid.
It is called Red Rum.
Oh God.
And let's try it and see what we think.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope. Nope. That's so much cinnamon.
So much cinnamon.
That's so much cinnamon.
It wasn't even the cinnamon for me.
What is it? What is it for you?
It was still powdery.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was still powdery.
I'm sorry. Why do you guys keep letting me be in charge of drinks?
Because eventually you'll figure it out.
One of these days you'll be a bartender.
You'll
be spinning the damn bottles and shit.
Okay,
You're bad.
But if you leave it sitting in
You're
your mouth
bad.
for a second, shut up. It kind of tastes like how a candle should smell. My mouth.
What?
It's like.
You know, there's different scents of candles, right?
But like it tastes.
Oh. Oh, the cinnamon came back. Oh.
Wonder if it would be good without the cinnamon.
Oh, for reference, I hate cinnamon.
Why do you hate cinnamon? Go ahead, tell that.
Yeah,
story.
tell them.
Schnapps ruins cinnamon.
One night, me and Crip were drinking and playing, was it Call of Duty?
I don't even remember.
I think we were playing Call of Duty Zombies. and I pulled out Goldschlager,
It's disgusting.
which, if anybody knows, is a cinnamon schnapps.
It's disgusting.
We had been drinking, we were fine,
Yep.
and then I said, "Here, try this," and it was just one of those little bitty damn bottles.
Yeah.
He took a drink and threw up.
And I threw up just that bit and kept drinking.
But he has hated cinnamon and the smell of cinnamon ever since.
He hates going to any like Walmart or Joann's or Target
During the fall.
because all you smell is apple and cinnamon and pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'm okay with pumpkin because pumpkin spice doesn't necessarily smell like cinnamon. But like, I like eating pumpkin stuff. Like pumpkin seeds, I
Yeah.
can get down with
I
some
know you
pumpkin
love
seeds.
pumpkin seeds.
Cook them up right. Oh.
Dude, you should have seen on my favorite show, Halloween Wars.
Oh Jesus, here he goes.
Go talk to your dad.
Somebody made a pumpkin cake with candied pumpkin seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And they took the seeds right out of the pumpkin
Oh,
and toasted them and then candied
I
them.
love toasted pumpkin seeds.
But I was like, they sit there and while the dude was carving out all the pumpkin, they took the insides of the pumpkin and made it into their dessert.
Damn. But anyway,
But anyway,
because we've gone a couple minutes and we are not on the book at all.
no.
So The Shining.
Okay.
Are we
The
going to go
Shining.
chapter to chapter? Cause
No.
No, we're not going
We
chapter
only do
to
that
chapter.
with Harry Potter.
Jesus.
apparently.
We're not going chapter to chapter.
Because, like, the first 20 chapters, although good, nothing happens.
So I did write.
Ghost stuff.
Ghost stuff does not happen until, like, in the 30s.
No, ghost stuff happened even in the first couple chapters.
Not enough to be like, ooh.
Yeah, no.
It was very much just kind of getting you used to
Story.
the normality of their dynamic to really hammer home when it changes.
So, for reference, almost as per usual, Crypt Keeper and I have read the book a couple times before, watched the movie. Crypt has not. He's seen the movie, but he hasn't read the book.
I've seen the movie a lot.
Yeah.
But he's never read the book before. So, what did you think as a first person?
I get to say the thing that I've been waiting to say.
Yes.
Yes.
The movie is the Mr. Pibb of Stephen King movies.
You think so?
Okay, first of all, don't let stand in front seat hear you say that. Second of all,
Like it literally, after listening to that, it's like being like, "Hey, can I get a Coke? Is Pepsi okay?" Fuck off! No, it's not. Okay. Like the movie was good, but now I don't even know if I can appreciate it enough because like it's a totally different story.
It is completely different.
It's
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Get it all out.
it's like
Release your soul, baby.
it's like I'm trying to think of how to say this. It's like taking a bottle of duty water and then putting Yoo-hoo on it. And it's like, this is a Yoo-hoo. You drinking it's duty water.
I don't
You
like
son of a bitch.
You like the book that much compared to the movie
It's
now.
so much better.
It is a lot.
It's so much.
It's cliche to say that the book is better than the movie.
But oh my god, it's leagues.
Yeah.
Leagues
Here's the
better.
thing, he doesn't
Yeah.
even like the movie.
I love the movie.
He hates the movie. Fucking
Stephen King?
yeah.
Yeah, he hates the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's so drastically different.
It is not the book he wrote.
Like I said, they just slapped names on it.
Yeah.
Like slapping Yoo-hoo on the duty water. They just slapped the names of the characters.
This is the Overlook.
And that's the Overlook.
This is Jack Torrance, and this is Danny. Boom, you got a movie.
That's all they really
That's it.
did. They didn't put a lot of the major characters in the film.
No.
Tony was so fleshed out in the book.
Yeah.
Tony wasn't even really in that one at all, I don't think.
He talked about Tony like once or twice.
But
I think in the
Tony
beginning-
was not in it.
No. Not even a little bit.
Tony is like a fucking physical thing, almost that you can describe.
Yeah.
You don't even see it in the movie.
Yeah, no.
Jack is so much trying to be a good dad.
He is.
He fucked
He's
up
trying
bad.
his hardest.
He fucked up bad in the last year, but he doesn't want to lose his family.
Yeah.
And he's doing damn near anything to keep him.
What I appreciate. Sorry.
Go ahead.
What I appreciated was, in compared to the movie, Jack, you don't see a lot of him trying to be a father, right? You see him kind kind of juggle with his own alcoholism, and Wendy kind of struggling to take care of Danny because he's not taking care of
Jack
Danny.
in the movie is very much staying away from
But
the
in
family.
the book, you know, he's trying to do anything to interact with Danny as possible. He's, you know, he fucked up twice in the last year.
Yeah.
With the kid and with
George
Danny.
Hatfield.
George Hatfield, I cannot remember his name. And Danny. And he's trying to make his own dues with that and trying to, in a way, ask for forgiveness for something to somebody that he doesn't necessarily believe in.
Yeah.
And to Danny at the same time.
And
It
he's
feels like
gone
he let Danny
completely
down.
sober since then.
Yes.
Since the incident.
He has been completely sober. In the movie, you get that he wants a drink.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's.
But
completely sober.
it doesn't.
He is completely sober in the
He
movie.
is, but again, it doesn't drive any of the points home.
No.
It just insinuates that he wants a drink. But do they really drive home that
No.
he's trying to be sober?
No.
No.
Not even a little bit.
They just
Never in the movie do they even talk about how good
The
of a dad
accident.
he is. They don't talk about
did they talk
accident.
about him breaking Danny's
Yes,
arm?
that's
Yes,
it.
they do.
That's the only thing.
But then it's like they drop so much.
Yeah.
They just boom, boom, boom. They don't talk about the history of the Overlook and the different people. I mean, you see the guy in the dog suit in the movie,
Yes.
but
Oh,
you
like
just
that.
see it. You don't know what the fuck that means.
No, you don't.
You have to interpret it.
And that's the whole point of it, of the movie, is the fact that its interpretation of stuff, it's not what's in the book.
Yeah, it's too artsy.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
artsy. The book is not artsy. The book is in your fucking face.
It is gritty as shit.
Yes.
There's a meme that I think you read to me that was like, an English teacher's like, Shakespeare made this door blue. He made this door blue because of sadness.
His sadness and his depression. And then there was a guy who laughed in the class, left the class, went to engineering class, became an engineer, made a time machine, went back and got Shakespeare, brought him back and said, "Hey, why'd you make the door blue?" "'Cause it was fucking blue."
But I feel like that's how Stephen King wrote the book. He
Yeah.
didn't leave anything to the imagination in the
He
way
did.
that's like,
He's not
this
one of
door's
those...
gonna be brown leather.
If you're looking for a writer where you want to picture the story, don't read a Stephen King book.
Don't read
Because
King.
he's going to spend at least 2 chapters telling you what the stubble on a dude's face looks like.
Yeah. One of the other things about the book to the movie is the book and the carpet in the book
Mhm.
and the one in the movie
Mhm.
are completely different.
Yep.
carpets.
And you would think something as minuscule as a carpet, but when you see something on the screen and you see that pattern
Mhm.
on the screen, you automatically think The Shining.
Yep.
But that's not the book,
See, you can show somebody a picture of the twins.
and they're not even in the book.
They're in the book for like a second, I think, but it's not.
I don't
as-
remember
No,
that.
they're not in the book at all. No.
No. That's
Uh-uh.
one of the few things that's movie exclusive, I think.
Yeah.
One of the big things that jumped out to me, 217 is not the number for the room in the movie.
No, it's
No.
not.
It's 237.
Yep.
Why would you change something that's a pretty big fucking point?
Big point. in the book.
217 is a huge plot point throughout the book.
Yeah.
Not only is it one of the big hauntings, it's one of the big cases that they talk about from the start of the damn book.
Yeah.
Where it's also a thing where a lot of the stuff that happens in the Overlook, in the book, it tells you what happened.
Yeah, there were murders, there were murder-suicides, there were
But in
suicides.
the movie, they're just
Dead
ooh,
people.
there's ghosts, there's dead people.
Ooh, scary
That's it.
people. No, yeah. It doesn't, like I said, it just leaves so much untold, and it doesn't go into who these people are. You know what each ghost is, who they are, how they died, how they lived, just off those 2 chapters of Jack going through the papers.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
accounts each person and what they went through at the Overlook.
And when you watch the movie, it is more of a Jack goes crazy being by himself
Yep.
and not really the hotel or anything
Yeah,
there
it's
make him
just
crazy.
that.
He's waiting for
Isolation.
isolation makes him go crazy.
Yep.
That is not the book.
No.
Not even a little bit.
The book's like, hey, I know you want a drink, buddy. Just have a drink. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's not even that.
But I'm just saying, it starts off like that. It's like, bro, you don't want to have a drink.
But most of the beginning of the book, to me, when he starts digging into stuff, it's like he gets obsessed.
Yeah,
with the hotel
it makes
itself.
him love the hotel. And the other ghosts love the hotel.
Love the hotel.
But it's like, it starts off with just calm, hey, have a drink, buddy. And then it's like, he won't let you write the book. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You should get mad about that.
Yeah.
Your wife's trying to get you to leave. You should beat her ass. You should kill her.
Yeah.
And it just escalates.
I think one of the best parts of the book for me is when Jack is drinking, simulating in his brain that he's drinking, and there's all these people around him. The nuns are giggling in the corner while they're waiting to check in, and I think it was a hooker or a prostitute was standing there, and she was like, I'm gonna dance with you, but don't tell whatever, I forgot his name, because I'm supposed to be here with him tonight, but we won't tell if you don't.
Yeah.
He describes her dress, he describes her skin.
Describes how she felt like she was naked underneath the dress.
One thing that no movie could ever do that Stephen King likes to do in his books a lot, I think it just can't be pulled off in film personally. He does a lot of inner monologue.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's hard to pull off properly on a film.
You can't. You really can't.
Just not the way Stephen does it.
No.
Because, you can go chapters of just Jack and his mind and the hotel influencing his mind.
Yes.
And you don't even realize that it's in his mind until,
At the beginning, you think it's his thoughts
Yeah.
that are telling him to do bad things. Because, of course, an addict's brain's going to be like, you need a drink. Things are getting stressful.
Yeah.
But then it starts to get a little violent.
Yeah.
And then a little more. And then kill your son.
Yeah.
The thing is, in the movie, it is isolation in a haunted hotel.
And then your wife's just kind of nagging you and just like,
But in the book,
Somebody to put that away one more fucking time, I swear.
in the book, the hotel is not haunted.
Give me the bat.
The hotel is the evil. The hotel itself. See, when I'm reading it, to me it is not, because all the people that are there, it's not people who died there. It's almost like people who've been there, when they die, it sucks them to there. Because not all the people that were there had died in there.
For you casual Stephen King's fans, you filthy casuals, that's just a haunted house doing its haunted house thing, right?
Yeah.
There's houses that do that shit in the Dark Tower universe.
Really?
And they're like specific buildings.
Really?
And it was trying to get Danny. It's trying to eat his shine.
Yeah.
There's a house that in the second Dark Tower book straight up tries to eat the kid.
Really?
Just tries to eat him. Because there's no other people around, so it's not going to worry about, if I try to eat a kid, the news is going to find out I'm a living building. It just straight up has a mouth and tries to eat the kid.
Damn.
It's crazy.
So it's like Monster House.
Yeah. Dark Tower is fucked, bro. It's got everything.
I'll get to that eventually.
Absolutely.
Like I said, there's so much that's different between the book and the movie.
Oh god.
That the title and the names are the only thing that's the same.
Yeah.
For me, with the evilness of the hotel, the part that shows you that it's not the ghosts, it's the hotel itself, is at the end of the book.
Yeah.
When Dick is trying to take them away, and he walks into that shed to get something, and it takes him over too.
Yep, and it immediately tries to get him to turn.
Yeah, trying to get him to turn to go kill him, and it's like, this place is destroyed,
and it
still has powers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to
treat it like certain monsters where you have to completely destroy the body. You can't just hurt it. You have to completely annihilate it.
Do you know what reading this made me want to do? Read Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
Because I really like Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
But the fact that the book and the movie are so different. Like I said, the movie of Doctor Sleep was a good sequel to the movie of The Shining.
Yes.
But I want to know how different the book is.
It's got to be drastically.
It's got to be drastically different.
I think it's going to be better.
I would assume so.
But, sometimes books aren't as good as the movie.
From what I read, I was reading because when I got it on Kindle, it had like a little interview thing with Stephen King talking about him writing Doctor Sleep because it's going to give a small excerpt. It said somebody had actually asked him, what would Danny be doing right now? And then he thought about it. What would Danny be doing 20, 25 years after all of that? And so he wrote Doctor Sleep.
That's awesome.
He rarely ever does sequels.
Yeah.
Like when he
doesn't
did
like doing that.
When he did the Dark Tower and did a second Dark Tower, I was very shocked.
Well, that one is, I'm sure he loves all his other stories.
Yeah.
That one is his world.
Yeah, that's different. But like I said, when it came out, and I thought it was just the Gunslinger. That's it.
Yeah.
And then when the second Dark Tower book came out, it shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because, there are sometimes books just end with, that's it.
Yeah.
There's more shit that happens, but I'm not writing it.
I mean, even Shining has a little bit of, there could be more later.
And there is.
Yeah.
Doctor Sleep.
But I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Is it so much later?
Yeah. But I'm okay with that. There's been 2 adaptations of The Shining.
Yes.
There's the one with Jack Nicholson, and then there's the one that was a TV movie that was like a 3-part TV movie.
And I honestly want to rewatch that one.
It starred Steven Weber from Wings.
Yeah, I love Wings.
And it's closer to the book.
Yes.
Than what the Jack Nicholson one is.
I think
the topiary monsters are in it.
The topiary monsters,
which are a huge fucking thing. They're even on the cover of the original book.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yes. They're on the cover
of
the original book.
Book. I've got the original book. I've got a first of it.
It's got the lions and shit on it. And they're not even in the fucking
Not
movie.
even in it.
What the fuck?
Well, see, here's the thing. You think of stuff, most of the stuff happening with Danny. You think Danny is going to see the majority of everything.
Nope.
And then Jack's just going to go crazy. Nope. Jack sees just as much.
It's literally, through most of the book, it's from Jack's perspective.
Yes.
I think in some way, Stephen King gave Jack a little bit of shine in the way that he was easy to be... It would have been easier
manipulated.
for the hotel to manipulate him into thinking.
Crip and I actually brought this up. We were talking.
Well,
we
only tried to talk just a little bit.
We were getting ready for this. But I think that Jack has shine to him. Yeah. I don't think he's got a lot, but he's got enough that it was pushing at him.
But I think, like I said in that, there were people towards the end of the book where Callahan was running into Halloran. Dick was running into him a lot of different people who had a little bit. And I think that's what that was hinting at, is Jack has a little bit.
I think Jack had more than what was let on. I think his...
But I think that was just a hint to it.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because I think his drinking was a part of dulling it.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like he was doing so well as a kid up into his teenage years.
Everybody's was honed differently.
But everything was happening for him really good up to his high school years.
And he started drinking.
Then he started drinking and everything started going downhill from there.
Yeah.
Guys, don't drink. It's a PSA. If you want to keep your shine, don't drink.
Don't drink a lot. We barely drink.
Drink a little bit so you can shine on.
But yeah, once Jack stopped drinking, it was, to me, I think it was recognizing his shine, how easily he could be manipulated through that shine.
Yeah.
But I think it was still using him for the bigger goal.
Well, I know, but the reason why I'm saying is because otherwise, Why didn't it go for Wendy?
But it also
It
hinted
could have went for both of them.
But it also hinted at people couldn't see it unless they had
The shot.
Like the maid who saw the woman in 217.
Yes, exactly.
She had a little
Jack
bit.
had it. Jack had to have something.
But as soon as...
Because Wendy didn't see nothing.
But for people like Jack, it would show up as, ooh, a haunting.
Yes.
But for Danny, who was just so damn potent with it...
It was real.
Well, 'cause
It literally turned... It wasn't just he was a kid. He had
just shined that much.
an insane amount of it. And it's something that the house fed on.
Yes.
And as soon as they had enough energy, they were able to manifest so much that Wendy was able to see all of it.
But at the beginning, in most of the book, she sees nothing.
Yeah, it slowly fed on both Jack and Danny.
And when Jack and Danny were together with Wendy,
Mm-hmm.
that's when she saw stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really see anything unless Jack or Danny were with her.
But she sure believed it even when she couldn't see stuff.
Yes, she did believe
Because she was
it.
like, there's literally no way he's got bruises on his neck.
I love, one of the things about Jack was being a really good dad in this book.
Yeah.
What I loved was the fact that when Jack was coming after Danny, they both realized that was not Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Jack was dead.
Yeah.
Jack was dead. It was the hotel in him. But Jack himself was dead.
Yeah.
So in this book, in the movie, Jack's the bad guy.
Jack's a terrible dad in the movie.
But in the movie, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
In the book, he's not. He's almost
the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, but he's almost could have been the hero, but he got shot down.
He got one too many bad choices. Because I think the drinking, even though it was really in his head, taking that drink.
No, by the end it wasn't his head. By the end it was real.
But I'm saying, like, him making the choice when it started to take the mental drink.
Yes, he could have stopped.
One bad decision.
Yes,
is what let it down.
but I think by then it was.
They broke him.
See, I think by then it was already too late. They already had him because before he even took the drink, he was already talking. It wants me,
Dude.
Yeah.
It wants me.
I know you. I don't know how much you listened to it, because I, of course, listened to the whole thing. When the ghosts were getting aggressive, and the dude reading it in Audible was getting aggressive, scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was a little spooky.
He was like, "You fuck, I'll kill you, you fuck," and I was like, "Whoa,
yeah, it was.
Calm down, guy."
Because Mom bought me some cheap AirPods, and I put one in about that time that it started going, and it's like, damn, dude, calm down just a little bit.
Like about to kill me.
Yeah, shit.
Take your medicine.
Cheap AirPods?
Cheap AirPods, yeah.
Yeah.
They're on sale at Joann's.
I've never been so scared to take medicine. Take your medicine, you fuck, you bitch. Whoa!
When I come at them with Tylenol.
And then the dog dude talking about, I want your little penis. It's like, whoa,
yeah,
bro.
I'm like, damn,
whoa, bro.
that's kind of fucked up.
Okay,
I'm gonna eat your little cock. What?
Stephen King is one of the few people in the world that can, write a child orgy and it be kind of okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Hashtag it is not okay.
Different book, but still, you know.
But like, talk about sex and have a 5-year-old in the same chapter.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
And he can also say the N-word.
And he didn't even just say cock. He said your plump little cock.
Yeah, he gets crazy.
Yeah.
But I think when he does that, I don't think it's like him trying to like advocate this kind of stuff.
No,
I think
no.
I think it's him honing in on the evils of the world.
How bad this really is.
Yeah.
This is how bad it is because this is bad.
I don't think...
And this is just as bad.
about every one of his books has the N-word in it.
Yes.
Pretty bad. But I think he hones in on how bad it is.
That's the whole point of using it in his books.
Yeah.
It's how bad
it's always been the bad people using it.
Yes.
I'll say, he went 30 chapters without saying
That's
it.
what I
was
said.
like, is he going to say it in this book? And
No,
then
I
we got
knew
to the
it
end
would.
and it was like, oh, he is going to say it. And then the ghost started saying it a lot.
Yeah.
He's like,
A
he
lot.
said it once, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I thought maybe
and then he
that's
said it
going to
three
be it.
times in a row, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It's Stephen King and Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They both got the pass.
My goodness. But I was like, dang, we can go this whole book without it?
I'm-
And then they just slammed it in.
Slammed it in there.
Not even a little bit harder.
But the one thing about it is, like you said, the whole point is to say that word is so bad that only the villains ever use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only.
I think for certain instances it is a period thing.
Yeah.
Like for it was in a time when that was regularly used.
Was it the 50s?
Yes, so that was a time that it was regularly used.
Yes.
But for The Shining, that was their evil.
But no. It was also their time because they were from a different time.
But a lot of the ghosts were from different eras.
But that's the point. They used it in all those eras.
Yes.
So by the time you get to
But
Jack's
I felt like
era,
they were using it as an attacking way.
Yes, it was. It was an attacking thing.
Yeah.
They were attacking Halloween.
They were trying to weaken him with that word.
Yes.
And he powered through it.
Yeah.
So that was the most OP black man move in the whole book. He was like, screw your word. I'm going to come up there and save all the bitches.
Yeah.
Dude took a mallet to the face.
To the
I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead.
The movie
he
dies.
dies.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In the movie, one, Jack's got an axe instead of a mallet.
Yes.
Give me the bat, Wendy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what's a little scarier? An axe or somebody that's going to beat the shit out of you with a mallet?
Here's the thing.
I'm worried about the mallet.
Here's the thing. Axe is pretty scary. Jack Nicholson with an axe is pretty scary. But the way they described Jack with the mallet, it's not just the mallet. This dude is the personification of evil demon person.
Yes.
Yes.
His body changes.
Yes.
That alone scares the hell out of me.
In the movie... Oh, go ahead.
When they described Halloran getting hit, right? They described it. I don't know if they did for Audible, but the way
Yes.
they did, or for the Kindle, but the way the guy did on Audible, it was like, fuck, he lost a crown in his tooth.
Yeah, his teeth were like knocked out.
His
and
jaw
shit.
was
His
broken.
jaw was broken.
I don't know how he talked.
On the Kindle, it came with the Audible.
Okay.
So as I was reading it, and then the parts I had to listen to it, it was actually the Audible that was reading along with it. So I actually found a way to be able to listen to Audible at the same time.
But it was crazy.
Yeah.
A mallet by itself, kind of scary. But a demon-looking dude
Yeah.
with a mallet, that's terrifying.
But yeah, in
and
the movie,
Dick still went in there.
in the movie, Dick got a axe to the chest and did nothing.
Dead.
He showed up.
He did.
Hey, I'm here. Boom. He dead.
And I'm assuming, if we're going by the book, this motherfucker flew all the way from Florida.
All the way
Just to
from
get
Florida,
chopped.
Just to get chopped.
Immediately.
Yeah, just to get chopped.
Fuck that.
But I think
I like the Dick from the book.
I like Dick from the book. Better. Better Dick.
better better dick.
Hashtag better Dick.
I think it was interesting the world that he created, not only with, how he described people and how people talk to each other, but also like when Halloran was trying to go up to the Overlook, they were like, "What are you doing out here? Shit, you must be cold. Take my gloves, take my jacket. You need to get up there. Show them the lining of my gloves, and it'll say my name, and they'll give you a good discount.
Yeah.
Just make sure to send them back because this has my address on it."
I gotta say, you can say whatever you want about him saying N-words and stuff. At the end of the day, the heroes in this book were a woman, a black man, and a white little boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the heroes in this.
Yeah.
That's empowering as shit.
I like the fact that when Danny was standing there waiting on the Overlook Jack, because that was not Jack, he was dead,
Mm-hmm.
just stood there.
Yeah.
He didn't. It's not like in the movie where he just keeps running
No.
and he just doesn't have to
He
find
was
him.
like big dick energy.
Yeah.
I'm a wait.
I'm gonna wait right here for you.
I can hear you coming. I'm gonna wait. I mean, of course he's terrified, but it's just like, I got nowhere to go.
Well, like Dick said later on about how much he grew up right then. He didn't have time to be a child.
Nope.
He had to grow up to be an adult right there, or else all of them were going to die.
And I can feel that. I can relate to that. Sometimes you have times in your life where you don't get to be a kid.
You don't.
You gotta grow up right then and there and make adult fucking decisions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I liked when Danny got knocked out. Or not knocked out, but when...
Damn. You like when the kid got knocked
Listen, fucking.
Let her finish, because
big
it
energy
usually sounds bad before she finishes. Go ahead.
But he had to talk to Tony, and Tony was like an actual figure in front of him.
Yeah.
And it was like he was like, it's up to you. I have no need here anymore. It's up to you. Your daddy's down there. It's up to you. It's up to you. And it was like walking away.
Yeah.
As he was trying to come closer, and obviously it's the imagery of childhood and everything. But like, I think that was one of the best parts of the book.
I never thought about Tony's name until the doctor pointed it out.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
The doctor was like, "You know why his name's Tony, don't you?" And they're like, "Yes, of course." And I was like, Did I miss something?
Explain it to them.
It's his middle name. Danny Anthony Torrance.
Yeah.
He named his quote-unquote imaginary friend after his middle name.
Yeah.
That's crazy writing, dude. That's a twist.
Twist. Excellent.
How much do you think that doctor believed him?
2%.
You don't think he believed him at all?
He called bullshit on it immediately.
All of it?
The only thing that he couldn't explain, but didn't believe in supernatural bits of it, was how he knew the mom was thinking about her sister.
Yeah.
He couldn't explain it, but he just left it as it was.
Well, I mean, as a person of science, basically, is what a doctor is. How are you going to explain that?
You can't. But they always have. Sometimes there's just unexplainable shit, but there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
And maybe one day the science could explain the shine, but today it can't.
Today it can't.
And that's what doctors run into all the time, is stuff they can't explain. There is an explanation, but they can't explain it as of yet. So it's time to study it till we figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a great book.
It was so.
It's an amazing book.
It's definitely worth it. It seems like a long journey because it's like almost 60 chapters, but then you realize there's chapters that are like 3 minutes long, which are just a few pages.
There was one chapter that was like a page and a half long.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, from the book that I have, was 660 pages, and to some people that's really long.
But it's worth the read, worth the listen. Audible, if you want to sponsor, we're here.
We use you constantly.
Kindle, if you want to sponsor us.
Amazon, what's up, y'all?
Okay, guys.
Jeff Bezos, come at me.
I even watch Twitch.
Yes.
Come on.
Let's get that number, Bezos.
Y'all, look. I know a lot of y'all read it before the new movie came out.
Yeah, dorks.
This book ain't half as long as that one.
Right.
And
Okay?
it's better.
You think it's better
You
than
think it's
it?
better?
I
I
really
loved
enjoyed
it.
it. I really enjoyed it. But I really fucking loved this book, dude.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard to decide.
I've always enjoyed a good haunted house story.
Yeah.
And this was like the quintessential haunted house. If you are of a mature mind or an adult, this is a must-read haunted house story.
Yes, it's great.
It is so fucking good. I cannot recommend it enough.
Yeah.
Stephen King has taken so many different spooky tropes and made them for the adult audience.
Yeah.
He took the idea of a haunted house and just made it rated R.
Yeah.
He made the idea of a haunted car
Yeah.
and made it rated
He took
R.
a haunted car and made it scary.
See, and that's the thing. For me, the reason why it's hard to decide which is the best is simply because I've read a bunch of Stephen King books.
Yeah,
Simply
so
the
I-
best.
I've read Christine. I've read The Shawshank Redemption.
Eventually, we're gonna have to just get through the King verse.
I read Carrie. I have a first edition of Carrie.
That's
I
awesome.
bought it at
I loved
a yard sale, just like I bought the first edition of The Shining.
Which is just going up in price.
Just going up.
It's getting very rare.
I'm not worried about price.
No, but I'm just saying, value wise, it's kind of cool to just be like, I have like a few $100 book. It's just cool to say.
Yeah.
Not to get rid of it, but just be like, I got a rare ass book, y'all.
But I really liked it.
I don't know how we would, but I'd love to get it signed. It'd be amazing.
I'll actually say one of the books I I'm not going to say the best Stephen King book, but a book that I really liked of Stephen King was not even a horror or drama. It was fantasy.
Oh shit, that was a good book.
I have not been too much into that.
Into fantasy?
Into a Stephen King fantasy yet. I mean, Dark Tower sort of kind
No,
of.
no, he wrote one book, The Eyes of the Dragon.
Yeah.
It was basically his foray into fantasy.
Yeah.
Into like knights and dragons and shit like that.
Was wild.
It was good.
I know that Dark Tower gets more like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten far enough. It's still very ominous and suspenseful.
I think with the Dark Tower series, if we ever decide to do a book club on it, I would rather do like a read them all and do a long podcast rather than maybe each book, because by one book you think one thing, by the time you get the next book it's completely different.
Well, the first book is a very, very short book.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not a long read. I read it in maybe a week.
Really?
And that's me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, so y'all could get it done like that.
Yeah, but after spooky season, it's time.
It's gonna be time,
Harry
but
Potter
oh,
time,
shit.
motherfucker!
Yeah, after spooky season, we're going back to the Potter series. I know that's probably the Potter series book clubs have been our most popular
yes.
of our
You know why?
podcasts.
Fucking Harry Potter.
Dorks.
Okay. We're not going to talk about the stuff that JK's been doing lately. This is not... We don't talk politics. We don't talk any of that shit.
You're the one that brought it up.
I know, but people... It's been
Don't worry about people.
It's been a real
Just don't talk about
It
it.
has been.
People have been getting really canceled because they've talked about JK.
You're talking about it.
Now, all we talk about is books. If you've
We're just
listened
talking about books, y'all.
If you've listened to any of our podcasts, we're not political on our
Hi.
podcasts at all.
We ain't talking about authors as what they're doing outside the books.
No, we're talking about
We're
just
talking
the books.
about the books and how they write. That's it.
Okay, this isn't that long of a podcast, y'all.
Well, we just really wanted to talk about how lit this book was.
Yeah, if you like,
it's less a shot for shot review because I really don't want to
do that.
I really don't want to do that.
I don't want to break it down because it's so detailed that it'd be hard to break it down.
it
It's
would.
easier to do that with like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is definitely easier to do.
But
that
also, people who are coming in with Harry Potter, basically, you've seen the movie, you know what's going to happen. We're not really giving anything away except for there's some new stuff you may get.
There's a lot of
But this right here,
there's so much little.
I would rather you read the book and then want to talk about it. I don't want to spoil it for you, everything that happens, because it is...
Like I said, it'd be impossible because there's such little tidbits that are so important.
It is 100% completely different than the movie.
Yes.
So, if you've seen the movie, you do not have this book. You have no idea what actually happens.
Yeah.
But like I said before, it makes me want to read Dr. Sleep just to see how much different it is. And it has to be.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
of course.
There's so many story changes.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to end up being different.
Well, okay, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for right now. We're going to hit back with a few
spooky related things.
Spooky things this month. We already have like 3 other podcast ideas.
Ideas.
But we can hit up more if you hit us up on our email at jackandgeekpodcast@gmail.com or on our Instagram.
Jack_and_geekpod at Instagram.com. And we also have a Facebook now that we...
Jack and Geek Pod.
That we kind of post to sometimes.
So email us, give us a shout out somewhere. Let your friends know.
Oh, hey,
Comments.
y'all, what do y'all think about the Animal Crossing update? The fall spooky things. I have bought my weight in pumpkins.
Bought more pumpkins
So
than we've
far.
ever bought turnips.
And that was just today.
Okay, well, before we end it, since I'm going to post this as soon as possible, for those of you who like the MCU, Electro, Jamie Foxx is coming back to be Electro in the next Spider-Man movie for the MCU.
That's something to discuss on another one, I think.
I know,
because,
but I didn't want to be too late.
We're always late.
We're always late.
How long have we been working on this book?
Too long.
Yeah, too long, motherfucker.
My bad. Okay, well, we will see you next week.
Deuces.
Bye.